Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I will be fixing my goose down parka. It got ripped along the pocket opening, so there is an invisible zipper inside. It will be a little bit complicated, but not that much. I will have to get to it from the inside. So that's how it looks. That's the hole. It's not too big, but still, it's the same process regardless of how big the hole is. Okay, so now I need to fix my winter parka, my winter coat. I'm going to fix this hole. I have to get to it from the inside. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna find a seam inside anywhere, and I am going to open it up. So I'm gonna stitch it here. Unstitch it. It is a goose down parka, so it could be a little bit tricky to get inside to it. It should be, like each pocket should be securely, it should be secured, so the feathers shouldn't be flying, but we might get a little bit, there might be a little bit coming out. So this is it. So I'm like right inside by the pocket, and I can see the opening, so that will be pretty easy to fix. I can either do it two ways. So I can do it from the outside with the ladder stitch, and so I can fix this very easily, no problem at all. Or I can stitch it on the sewing machine, and actually that's what I'm gonna do. I will though show you how to fix it just with like a hand stitch. If you don't have sewing machine, you can fix that by hand. No sewing machine required. But if you do have sewing machine, it will be much easier. Maybe not easier, but it will be more secure. So you can see that the stitch just popped over here. You can see that. So I will just follow that old stitch line. So that will be easy to do. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna grab my needle and thread, and I'm gonna show you how to fix it first with the ladder stitch. Then I'm gonna remove that, and I will continue fixing it on my sewing machine, okay? I will be sewing on the right side of the jacket, and for this sewing technique, you don't have to open the lining as I did just a minute ago. Make sure to zip up the invisible zipper all the way up, and this hole, this rip could be easily fixed even if you don't know how to sew. I have my needle and a thread with the knot already made at the end. You can check out my video on how to tie a knot if you don't know how to make one. I will drop the link in the description below. Now start sewing by inserting the needle inside one folded side and pulling it up to the right side, and follow the old stitch, so this way the knot will stay hidden and the seam will be more secured in the end. Now I'm going to go across to the other side of the hole and insert the needle along the top edge of the fold. I'm going to pick up a small amount of the fabric along the fold and poke the needle back out. Also, I'm going to link a video on how to ladder stitch step-by-step instruction in the description below for any of you that would like to learn the sewing by hand technique. That it is pretty easy, and I gotta say it comes pretty handy. You never know when you're gonna need it. So the ladder stitch is primarily used to close seams on stuffed items such as pillows, stuffed toys, and also down coats. You can see some feathers coming out of my coat. It's like a goose land here. We'll continue with the small stitches, going back and forth between fabrics along the top edge folded side until you get to the end of the opening. It will begin to resemble the ladder That's why we call it ladder stitch. Gently pull if your thread gets tangled. No worry about that. Now pull the stitch tight, but not too tight. You can see I'm using the red thread for contrast, to show how it will look. Now I will get the needle to the other side of the jacket to finish it off. And I'm going to create a loop out of the thread, and I'm going to insert the needle through the thread and then secure the thread tight and cut it off, the excess thread. Now let's look how it looks on the right side. Perfect. See, it looks great. The hole is gone, all repaired nicely, no more hole. If you like my video, please consider supporting my channel by clicking the subscribe button. Now I'm going to remove that thread and do it the other way. I'm gonna do the sewing on sewing machine. So see, I'm getting the thread out. Let's just pull, and that's it. Nothing more to it. And I am back to the square one. I have to fix that hole, but I will repair it now with the sewing machine. So got my sewing machine ready, got my stitch already set. When you start sewing, make sure to reverse, like going back and forth with the stitch to secure the stitch so it will not open once you finish sewing. So you will do that at the beginning of the sewing, then sew it straight and then secure it again. And that's pretty much it, nothing else. Cut the thread and that's it, all done. See, I follow the old stitch line. Let's see it on the right side again. Looking good. Just few feathers are poking out. Not a big deal. And let's see. Beautiful. That's what we're looking for. Nicely finished. You can't even tell. That took me like what? 1 minute? Not counting, of course, the lining opening, all that. Okay, so now it's the time to sew back the lining that I opened before. Very simple. I'm going to sew a top stitch, so not a big deal. Again, I will secure the stitch by reversing it, so going back and forth, and then top stitch it, and again reversing it at the end. So securing beginning of the stitch, then stitch it straight line, and then reverse it, secure it at the end of the stitch. And that is it. That's the repair for the hole, for that split seams. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel by clicking the subscribe button, by liking this video. If there are any alteration that you would like to learn, please drop me a comment below, so I will look into that. I will create a video for you. So thank you for watching again, and have a great day. Bye bye.